there, friends. Welcome to episode number 161 of It'll Be Fine. I'm your friend and your pal, Kelly Zemnickis. I'm in the beautiful area of Toronto known as Yorkville. Look at all these beautiful plants behind me. This is a very posh neighborhood. I don't know how they let me in. Got my hair did, is what I did. Gotta get dolled up today, you know. I've got a great friend joining me today for a very fun bake. We are doing brownies today on the show. Some good old-fashioned brownies. And I am baking alongside the very funny, the super mom, the teacher. So she's a hero. Give it up for the teachers. Give it up for Emily Paige. She is joining us from her kitchen today in New Jersey. So I'm gonna head home, get the kitchen ready. We're looking good. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Here's what we need for today's Ava brownies. We're changing the name. All right, we are going to need some cocoa powder, dark chocolate chips. We've got olive oil there. We've got vanilla, some sea salt. We need flour, all-purpose, and I'm going with coconut sugar in place of granulated. There is also water in here, I promise you. And we need our good old friend, the egg. And that's it. Let's get started.
Oh wait,
I love
I
it.
don't know why
Nice.
it's my background.
Nice subtle plug.
Thank you. Don't know why that's still up. Hold on.
Oh no.
Zoom was like, we're updating. So I guess they were like, we're gonna update you and that's gonna be your background.
You can catch Emily at the following shows.
I like this lovely like hardware. It's like there's no window to see into the oven. It's a knob to set
That is very strange, but what I will say, it does give you a leg up on your partner in crime, Mr. Ralph Anthony, who had no oven when we did this episode.
He's very excited that I have an oven and a kitchen because he has like a counter space headband.
Yeah. No, it's good. We're rocking our headbands today.
Got it. We got the
Yes.
memo.
We are there. We are there indeed. So today what we are making are the Love and Lemon best homemade brownie recipe, which I am going to call the Ava brownie.
Oh, I love it.
There you go.
She'll be eating all of them, so it's perfect.
I expect that, and I feel like she'll just dive right in. So for ingredients wise, we'll just go over the ingredients for those at home. We need granulated sugar for this, or you can do what I'm doing. Go with a coconut sugar, a stevia, whatever you want to do. What are you doing? Are you doing granulated?
Granulated. And when I poured the amount of sugar it asked for in the bowl, I was like, oh boy. Oh boy.
It's 1.5 cups, baby. So there we go. We also need all-purpose flour for this. Of course, you can go with a gluten-free flour if you want. You just need to do a little tweaks if you go that route. You need cocoa powder. You need powdered sugar. Powdered sugar, as I've mentioned many a time on this show, is basically the Puff Daddy of sugars because it has about 29 different names. You may know it as icing sugar or caster sugar. It's got all the names. Now, if you are like me and you don't have any powdered sugar in the house, just take your friend granulated sugar, a coffee grinder, and just grind it up, and you've got powdered sugar. It's my mission to put powdered sugar out of business. You just need granulated.
Make it yourself.
Exactly. We need dark chocolate chips for this one. If you've got milk or caramel or whatever you want to use it. It's your house. I'm not there. Do what you want. We also need sea salt for this episode, 2 large eggs, oil. You can go with canola or extra virgin. You need water. It does not say hot or cold. We're about to find out as we go through the recipe.
Medium.
And we also need vanilla. So nothing too crazy.
I have Himalayan pink salt because that's all. So, a little fancy.
Yeah, I think for this, because kosher salt really breaks down quite easily in a bake, but I think for this, we just want that nice like salted crunch.
Hopefully. I mean, we're going to see how it goes.
We're going to see how it goes. And this week on the show, this has kind of like been the brownie week because the episode that just aired, we did a s'mores brownie.
Oh.
So this is like a cool brownie week. I'm enjoying all the variations of brownies on this show. We've done a Katharine Hepburn brownie before.
Oh, wow. I feel
Katharine,
like this is what?
No, I'm going to say Katharine Hepburn, amazing actress and fucking knows a brownie recipe. So I'm very curious to know how this
I was going to say, I don't know if she ate a lot of brownies, but I feel like this is like the basic brownie recipe, but it's for me, I don't bake. Like my baking skill is like I get the box of mix and like I add the water and the eggs. So this, I was like very excited. I was like, I'm gonna get everything ready. It's a big deal.
So for our vessel for baking these, this calls for an 8x8 baking dish. Mine is a bit larger, so my baking time is going to be a little bit less. Did you get the right one?
I don't know. I didn't measure it, but we're gonna go with it. I might adjust the baking. So like I moved into my apartment like almost a year ago. And when I moved out of my house though, I downsized. So I gave most of my baking stuff away to my friends. So I was like, I have one whisk and I have some bowls. We're gonna make it work. Let's listen.
Once again, Ralph didn't have a kitchen. And he did the shows.
But Ralph also cooked professionally, so I feel like
yes. Ralph also has the distinct honor, of course, because we were doing this virtually, we couldn't share the same thing. I believe that bake was the sweetest fucking thing I've ever had in my life.
I'm sure.
I was buzzing. I just had a little bite of that dish.
Oh my gosh.
It was too much. All right. So in a medium bowl, we are going to take our sugar, granulated or coconut, whatever you are using. Put that in a bowl. We, by the way, friends, we didn't forget, there is no butter in this recipe. Oh. There's no butter. No butter, baby. All right. We are going for cocoa powder. It drives me bonkers when I see a recipe that says unsweetened cocoa powder. It always is. Why confuse anyone? We already have too much on our brain, you know?
It is naturally unsweetened, right? It doesn't need to be sweetened. Did you see the sugar we just put in the bowl?
I know, right? I know. And we're adding chocolate chips, which are also pretty damn sweet. Putting those in. I found out just by mentioning it to a friend yesterday, I said I was using some dark chippets for the bake. And he was like, what the hell is a chippet? Because he lives in California. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. It's a Canadian thing.
It's a Canadian thing.
What, like like chocolate chips?
I'm going to show you. This is apparently, Hershey's has this in Canada. They're called chippets.
It's like chocolate chips. But they're called chippets?
That's a cute name. Chippet.
You went, wait, what did you go with? Is that Nestle? No,
Hershey's. Yeah.
I went Nestle's. And these are semi-sweet mini morsels.
That's what I have, but with the cute name of Chippet.
3/4 teaspoon.
There we go. This does not say whether it needs to be a fine salt. It just says sea salt. I'm using a coarse sea salt. We'll see if that bites me in the butt or not.
Well, we're gonna say I'm not even using sea salt, so we're just gonna go with.
And now what I'm going to do is make my powdered sugar using the granulated, and then you don't have to spend the money on a bag of powdered sugar, you know.
So fancy. I love it. So we're putting our powdered sugar in too?
Yes. So both of the sugars are going in. How much powdered sugar do we need?
We need a half a cup.
Half a cup. And we have to sift if it's lumpy.
Oh yeah,
that kind of sounds dirty.
I mean, sift it. Sift it good.
All right. So what we're going to do this is just combine it all together. Use a whisk, use a fork, use your hands. if they're cleaned, whatever. Does Ava like messing around in the kitchen, or is she not at that age yet to start playing with food and stuff?
So she would love it if I gave her a free range of like every part of the house. I actually have the kitchen blocked off, but she bakes. That's for my sanity. She baked cookies with my mom the other night, but she kept thinking that the dough was like Play-Doh. So she would just put it in her hands and squeeze it through her fingers. So like that's where we're at.
Gosh, that reminds me of when I was a kid and my mom bought me silly putty. And I thought it would be super fun to stick it in the shag carpet and make prints.
Oh, well, who wouldn't? That would be fun.
At home.
Yeah.
I'm feeling confident about this though. This is looking good.
Mine looks similar, so I feel like I'm on the right track.
Excellent, excellent. Now, in another bowl, we are going to take our eggs, our olive oil, our water, and whisk that together. I apparently have been a bit controversial with some of my guests that I break the egg directly into the bowl.
No, I mean, honestly, if I had skill, I would do that too. I usually break it into another bowl and then pour it in, but.
Yeah, people seem to be in two different camps. You either do that or you just like, do what I do. Yeah. No way is wrong. Just don't get the eggshell in your dish.
Added fiber. It's fine. I am so impressed by people.
Actually, no.
It's bad, right?
It's bad. That is apparently where you get the salmonella.
Don't listen to anything I'm saying, people. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I am very impressed though by people who can break an egg with one hand.
That's what I'm working up to.
Like, I feel like if you want to impress somebody on a first date, like that's a go-to move.
Yeah. Now, what I can do is with a water bottle, I can squeeze up the egg yolk out of the white with a water bottle.
That's so cool.
I watched a 10-year-old do it on YouTube.
Okay, and you taught yourself? You're like, if this kid can do it.
All right. So with the eggs, we need our olive oil. You can go with canola. You can go with extra virgin. You can do coconut oil, but I don't know if I'd recommend it.
I've never used coconut. Maybe I've used coconut oil like a couple times when I was paleo, but.
Oh, right. Oh, geez. Where did I put the water? That's the problem with the water. You can't see it in the ramekin. I think I just put the eggs in it. Oh, well.
We didn't do anything with our flour yet, did we? Or did I miss something? Were we supposed to put our flour in the medium bowl?
That's why we need Emily here.
Did we?
I forgot.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I was
add your flour.
Those would have been great brownies without the flour. Wait, now again, I know nothing about baking, but I found it interesting that we didn't need like baking powder or baking soda. Why is that, Miss Kelly?
That is an excellent question. And if Love and Lemons is watching this episode, they can put it in the YouTube comments with our flour added. Good catch.
I was like, I have this bowl sitting here. And
why is there flour here? Great. And for the water, it is 2 tablespoons of water. This does not say hot. It does not say cold. So I'm going to go lukewarm.
That's what I did.
If you don't have vanilla extract at home and you have a vanilla bean pod, if you're super fancy, just scrape it out, put the seeds in, whisk that together, and then save the vanilla bean pod, stick it in some sugar to make some vanilla sugar, put it in with some tea, Don't waste it. If you get it on your hands, just dash it behind your ears.
It's a lovely perfume.
It's a great perfume. All right, so we're going to whisk this together. And now we are going to add the dry to the wet, have a little meet cute, and then get this baking. So see, this is pretty.
Yeah, this isn't bad.
This isn't bad at all.
So this looks good.
That looks great. I'm just going to smooth mine out here. I'm going to definitely have a little bit of a thinner brownie. Again, because the tray size is too big. Now, what you could do is if you don't have what either Emily or I have, but you have like a cupcake or a muffin thing, use that and then just make little brownie, travel bite-sized things. But yeah, here's mine. I'm gonna show this off.
Looks good.
Ta-da! And yeah, we're gonna do this for about, at least for us, we're gonna do about 30 minutes, but the recipe does say 40 to 48. Just don't go too far, Yeah. Okay, friends, the brownies are out of the oven. Oh my gosh, this looks so good. We're just gonna do a little knife test to make sure they are baked fully completely. Grab this knife here, we'll do a little poke. Let's do a little poke there. Looking good, just a little bit on it. You know what? I think I may just do a minute or two more, but that's looking all right. Oh, look, and I've made a scary face. Ooh. It's so weird it doesn't have a door or like a window.
No. I did get a brand new dishwasher when I moved in, so I can't, dishwasher's bread now.
That's all right.
Choose your options.
Yeah, your oven kind of reminds me of like those vans that have no back windows.
Yeah, like the ones that say free candy. This is a free candy oven.
You should put that on your oven.
I should. Right. Just persuading children. Did mommy do a good job with the brownies?
Yeah,
You like them?
the brownies.
Are they good?
The brownies.
Good brownies. Eat a piece. How is it?
Yummy.